We're stepping away from the post more, show up everywhere advice. Instead, I'll be talking about the behind the scenes work that makes marketing feel effortless. If you're new here, I'm Anita Popat, a marketing strategist for introverts. And today we're going to dive into 3 simple pillars that make up a marketing strategy and will help your marketing feel more intentional. So let's get into it. Before I start, I know the term marketing strategy can sound a bit overwhelming, but really you can break it down into 3 simple things. It's what you want to be known for, how you build trust, usually with your content, and then how you show up consistently in a way that works for you. And that's it. So there's people that you follow and their marketing just lands. Like, they're not everywhere, but when they do show up, it just feels really intentional, thoughtful, and like, oh my God, they really get it. And somehow the right people always find them as well. Now, that's not luck. They've probably done the groundwork first. And that's exactly what we're diving into today, because I want you to become one of those people. If right now you're just throwing content into the void and hoping something sticks, by the end of this episode, that's going to change. So we're going to talk about the 3 pillars that make up a grounded marketing strategy. And these foundations are what's going to make everything feel easier for you. Because let's be honest, most marketing advice was made for people who love being loud. It tells you to post more, show up daily, be everywhere. But that doesn't work for everyone, especially not someone like you who values depth over volume and genuine connection over constant visibility. If the way that you've been taught marketing before feels off, it's probably because you feel like you need to be on all the time. So we're going to create a strategy that's made for people who think before they speak. What you need is a clear message, a trust-building path, and a rhythm that matches your energy. So these are going to be your anchors, and that's what I'm going to be diving into now. So pillar 1 is your North Star message. So these are the roots of your marketing, and every strategy needs to start with knowing what you really want to be known for, not what you think will get the most likes, not what everyone in your industry is saying, what you want to be known for. So I'm not going to tell you to have a niche so narrow that it cuts you off from all the joy that you get when you show up, so that when your dream client hears you, they think, oh my God, yeah, that's exactly what I needed to hear, or oh my God, their values are like mine, so I'm going to go and follow her. Or like, bloody hell, she's literally in my head with every single post she's posting. I'm going to go and work with her. Your North Star message is the thing that makes someone stop scrolling and think, how the hell did you know that? And it's also mixed in with the perspective that only you can bring because of your unique blend of experience, expertise, and the way you see your field with the lens of the world that you have. And what happens when you don't have this clarity is that every time you try and write some content, you're constantly going to feel like you're starting from scratch. You're going to second guess yourself. You're going to rewrite everything loads of times, or just stare at the blank screen and be like, what the hell am I supposed to say? But when you're clear on your North Star message, content will pour out of you. And I'm not just saying that. This is literally what a lady who's just finished Message Lab said to me. She was really feeling disconnected and frustrated with her message because she just couldn't articulate what she was trying to say. And then after giving her the space and the prompts and the reflections within Message Lab, by the end of it, she said, I've just written 4 weeks worth of content. And it was pouring out of me. And that's because we got really clear on her North Star message and who she was talking to. So that's a difference that it makes, not only in terms of the time you're saving, but also I'm a big believer in writing in your high energy moments, because that energy is felt through your reader. If you're writing in a state of heaviness where it's like, oh my God, this is so hard, like I'm just writing for the sake of it, how do you think that's going to land with your audience? They're going to feel it. Whereas if you're feeling relaxed and chilled and like, oh my God, I'm so excited to share this message, it comes across and it's felt. That might feel woo for some of you, but I really believe in that. So try it out and let me know how you get on. Now, pillar number 2 is what I call your trust bridge. So this is the journey that guides your dream client from a stranger to becoming ready to work with you. And this is where the variety of your content comes in. Now, most people either sell too much or they just nurture forever in their content. And your trust bridge is the link between where they are now and where they want to be. So before you build the content, you need to know what transformation are you going to be inviting them into. So your offer, who is it for, and what problem is it going to solve for them? And before your dream client comes into that offer, what beliefs do they have now? And do any of them need shifting before they come to work with you? And if so, we need to create content that shifts those beliefs, but also builds trust in you and your process along the way. As an example, I might have a dream client who thinks, oh, I don't have a huge following, so I can't make sales. So my trust bridge content could include case studies of people who've got a relatively small audience but have still made sales using my marketing strategy. So each piece of content I create would purposely move my audience from I need thousands of followers before I can get clients to I can build a profitable business right now with the audience that I already have. When you've got all of the bits of your trust bridge mapped out, your content stops being a random collection of posts and become small steps into moving someone closer to working with you. And that's basically strategic content because everything you're writing has some sort of purpose. And then the third pillar is finding your marketing rhythm. So this is a frequency that works with your nervous system and not against it. And consistency is more important than frequency. By that, I mean it's much better to post 2 or 3 times a week consistently rather than posting every day one week and then missing a bit and then posting again. You need a rhythm that feels doable and repeatable. For me, my weekly marketing non-negotiables are 1 email to my list, a podcast episode, at least 3 posts across Instagram and LinkedIn, and stories as and when inspiration strikes. I probably could do more, but I just like doing them behind the scenes when I'm out and about. Now, this rhythm works for me because it gives me structure, but it doesn't feel too rigid, so I can add in posts here and there when I feel like it. The email and this podcast are like my deeper content, where I can really dive into ideas and where you get to know me a bit more. So within my emails, I go a bit more behind the scenes in my business, like I'm writing to a bestie. If you're not on the email list, get on it. There's a link in the show notes. On social media, I do a lot of written posts. I hardly do videos because I still find them cringe. This podcast is to give you another level of connection where you can hear my voice and really help you get a sense of my personality and what it would be like to work with me, because this is me, whether you're a client or not. And my social posts also help me stay connected and nurture my community and future clients, because we obviously need to be social on social media. Your marketing rhythm might look completely different to that, and that's okay. I would suggest having 1 piece of long form content, so that could be a blog or a podcast, and that can become the foundation for everything else. And then you can use that to create your social media posts and an email to your list, but do as much or as little as feels comfortable for you. Now, the point is that your strategy needs to support you and your lifestyle and not become so overwhelming that you don't have time for anything else. Because when your marketing becomes an extension of how you naturally work, it actually starts working because you'll have fun creating all the stuff. And what happens when you get these 3 pillars right is that your marketing doesn't feel overwhelming because you know what you're going towards, your North Star. Your content creation becomes much easier because you know who you are and who you're talking to. And you start attracting clients who just get it. They understand your approach and they want to work with you because of it. And that makes the relationship so much easier and just fun, because we don't want those energy draining clients, right? Most importantly, marketing will start to feel effortless because you're working with your natural strengths and not against them. So if your marketing has felt a bit like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall right now, just take a step back and start with 1 pillar at a time. So is it more clarity that you need? Look at your North Star message. Does it need tweaking? Remember, we evolve. Don't be afraid to change it. If you're struggling to sell, is there any gaps within your trust bridge that we can plug with content? Are you feeling really stretched? Does marketing feel really hard? Why don't you look at your marketing rhythm and see if there's anything that you can tweak there? Trust me, these small shifts will make a massive difference, but I don't want you to feel like you have to do all 3 at once. Just do 1 thing at a time. And obviously, if you need help, I am here. It's probably best to send me a DM on Instagram. I'll pop that in the show notes. But if you want to go deeper to find your North Star message and to really get a feel of where your dream client is before she gets on that bridge and what she desires after, Message Lab is probably the thing for you. So it's a 10-day audio experience, and I send you prompts to help you get really clear on your North Star message. And that really focuses on what you want to be known for, what makes you different, but also really get into the head of what your dream client's thinking before she enters that bridge and what she desires at the end of it. So that really goes micro on those 2 things. And that's going to be released as an audio-only experience soon. So if you're interested in that, send me a message. And I'm also going to be releasing something called the Content Mixtape, which will help you create all of the content while she's walking on that trust bridge with a 90-day content plan and prompt, so that you're not struggling to figure out what to say all the time. If you're interested in any of those, I'm creating a waitlist at the moment, so send me a DM to pop your name on the waitlist. Until then, remember, you don't need to be louder. You just need to use your quiet confidence to nail the behind-the-scenes work so that your message lands and you can make a loud impact in the world. Speak to you soon.